Yes, people, I know I've been away, but I'm back again. It's back with another match reaction to Arsenal's win against FC Zurich, top of the group. Right, bring on the next round of the Europa League.
Ordeal, chance, Balotelli, Aguero! Premier League champions 2016, Leicester City!
Hope to see you soon. Well done. Bye-bye.
Gazzola, Giroud again, Joe Wilson! Here's Gerrard. That's a great strike! McCracken getting closer. To the centre. It's Bergkamp. That's magnificent! Van Persie arriving, oh what a goal! What a goal by Robin Van Persie!
Yes, guys, we're back again with another match reaction. Right, it's our highlights show, whatever you want to call it. We're doing player ratings as well today in Arsenal's win against Zurich. 1-0 on the night. Probably not too much to shout about, to be honest, in that performance, but in the end it's getting the job done, unlike some teams in Manchester. So we'll be putting our feet up while they're like tackling the weird, wonderful world of the playoff. But yeah, I got my great friend from King's Football Show, Sait. How you doing, my friend?
First of all, I'm very glad to see that you're well enough to be streaming again. You've been missing your brother, but I'm doing fine, man, and I'm looking forward to the show and listen to what you and Manny have to say about the game as well.
Exactly. Like, as people might know, I'm not feeling too good. But saw what happened last night. Took over precedence with football. For me, and for people that don't know, it's not because of my health. It's unfortunately, if you're a pet owner, you'd definitely understand it. Our cat was not eating in the last 2 days. He was not feeling great at all. The fact you could hold him for about 10 minutes, right, was mad, because he never wanted you to hold him, and he would, he was urinating uncontrollably, and it turned out he had a massive tumor. He had big tumours on his intestines, which is why he didn't eat. So unfortunately, we had to put the cat down. So yeah, it's not been easy today. It's been a bit surreal today, because if people don't know, like, your pet's still like a family member. I just before, like, I just want to go in. I got to show you this photo. This was taken after they've given him ketamine, and they put him down. Sleeping. And to be fair, I looked at when I looked in his eye, I wasn't there. I was not feeling well enough, so I decided to stay home, thinking he'd be okay. Now I wish I was there. But when I was holding him before he went, it did look like I've had enough. I've had enough now. And I could completely understand his situation, because I'm in a similar situation, to be fair. Like, how long can you put up with it? So, yeah. So,
if it's any consolation, I don't know if this is the time to say this. I'll say it after the stream has ended. I don't know if this is the right time to say it.
no, sir.
I think if it might be some consolation, your last memory of him was at home and not at the hospital. And maybe the fact that it was at home when you last saw him, instead of at the veterinary hospital or wherever he was, you might not have seen him being administered that treatment, being subjected to more pain. I
He
think
didn't.
maybe,
He didn't suffer. He didn't suffer in that.
but I think in some ways seeing him at the hospital would have been a little bit more, traumatic for you in a way. So I think I hope you can take a little bit of solace from that and don't beat yourself up over it. I think you also said that you probably weren't in the best stage to be at the hospital, so I think it was for the best. I think, and I'm sure, knowing how much your cat loved you, he would have been he wouldn't have wanted you at the hospital with him. It's knowing how that might have affected your health too.
Yeah, maybe. But anyway, we'll as we usually are, we're here to talk about football. As always, so make sure you smash the like button. You smash that subscribe button as well, please. Really appreciate it if you could do that and become a member as well to help donate to Children's Liver Disease Foundation. Yeah, we want to go back to the lineup for Arsenal's game yesterday against Zurich. What did you say make of the lineup?
Expected lineup. I was a bit surprised to see Elneny, but it was good to see him back, which means that we're going to have more cover in midfield. I know a lot of people were not that happy to see Jesus played, but as we saw in the game, it was a tough game, and I'm not sure we win that game if he doesn't play. So
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
he more highlighted the fact that we have a thin squad more than anything.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Manny, what did you make of it? I mean, if I look at it, I'm looking at it now. It was Ramsdale with Ben White on the right, holding Gabriel and Tierney. So pretty much your standard back four apart from Holding Gabriel. Then you've got the three of Vieira, Lokonga and Elneny, which was a new concept. And then you've got Nelson, Jesus and Nketiah. And to those, and to anyone that was criticising Arteta for bringing Saka on or this, that, and the other, A, what would you want him to do? Lose the game, like, and B, like, if he can't cope with 25 minutes of football without Saka at this club, then he shouldn't be playing for it. Right. So, for me, I wasn't too upset looking at the lineup. But, yeah, like you said, I was in no fit state to talk, to be fair. But, Manny, what did you make of it?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I knew it was going to be a 4-3-3, and I will admit that bringing Elneny back in was a pleasant surprise, and certainly with him back in the team, I knew that there would be a little bit of that physicality and solidity. And of course, it meant that with Sambi being pushed to the left and Vieira on the right, we wouldn't have the width that we wanted. Interesting selection to bring Jesus into the side and have him captain the team, play as a centre forward with Nketiah on the left and Nelson on the right. I think Nelson had to be given his chance. Sait hit the nail on the head when he said that it's another reminder of just how thin the squad is.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
in a way, it also was a reminder that we had a job to do. We had to win the game. A draw wouldn't have been good enough, and it proved with Eindhoven beating Glimt in Norway. But I think I was watching that game as part of a watch-along, and I was thinking to myself that it was another game where the likes of Vieira and even Nelson failed to stand up and really be countered. And aside from a header on target a target which forced the goalkeeper into a smart save, Eddie Nketiah once again didn't have too much to do. So I take the point when you say that, yes, we have a right to be positive about it, because the best part about this win is that we won't play in the Europa League again until March. We bypass the playoff against the Champions League dropout, and we can definitely afford to put our feet up and concentrate on the Premiership and the domestic cups. And I mean, obviously, of course, we can afford to do that. And with games coming thick and fast, we will need to make sure that we do our best in those tournaments. But again, at the same time, we do have to be realistic and say we cannot really keep continuing to say champions win even when they're not playing well, because I mean, we can win a few games when we're not playing well, but seldom has there ever been a case when a team wins a title by playing all games poorly and eking out wins. I don't think that's ever happened before. We need to be honest with ourselves and accept that we still have some improvements to make. But for now, as well, we can also celebrate the win and just say we've lifted a weight off our shoulders.
Yeah, I mean, I think in the end it was sort of what, like you said, was needed, I'd say. Hang on, just trying to find
You alright? To
yeah.
continue, Stephen?
Yeah, actually, do you know what? Look, I mean, obviously, I didn't see much of the game. I was too worried, obviously, with the cap and issues there. But what I did hear from most of the game was Arsenal's lack of clinical finishing up front. I think the scoreline also reflects that as well. What did you think to that, Sait?
Yeah, and I totally agree. We did have chances to score. I think one of them were a bit unlucky where Vieira had a good finish, but unfortunately Jesus ran through his and blocked the shot. But other than that, Vieira had another chance he could have scored. Eddie Nketiah had a chance he could have scored. Jesus himself had a chance he could have scored. And it was kind of a theme of the game where we had chances. Like, I think this wasn't a game where we were terrible. I just think that we kind of played at a level of
Would
the
you
players
think
we
it's
had.
one of those? I always use this as an example, right? Because I remember it as a youngster watching Arsenal. Does it remind you of what happened when we played Liverpool at Highbury, 3-4, right? Where no matter what we did, we were never going to score that goal. I think even crossed the line, but there was no such thing as that ball drying technology back then. So, is it sort of like that where no matter what we were going to do, we were never going to put the ball in the back of the net?
It's hard to say because I felt like in those games, on the game that you're talking about, the quality was there. It was just one of them nights where we weren't clinical. But this is a bit of an ongoing theme in the Europa League where we haven't really scored a lot of goals, especially if you look at the quality of the oppositions that we've played against. And I just think he highlights more that there's a big gap of quality from when the first team plays versus when some of the just first team plays. And yes, you can say things like, yeah, we've had players out, but you're always gonna have injuries. Like, you never go through a season where the full squad is fit. It doesn't happen. So what's gonna be interesting for me is to see when it comes to the knockout stages who plays. Because right now, if you ask me, we need to play our strongest team if we want to go through. But then, how many of them can play League, Europa League, FA Cup, League, Europa League, FA Cup? It's gonna be interesting to see, and also will we add players in January?
Yeah, I mean, I exactly hear what you're saying. To that is that we're heading towards maybe January time. Obviously before that you got the Vintos. Yeah, Vintos with garlic butter. Like, what am I? Oh, sorry, what am I about? I don't know what I'm on about.
I think, Stephen, let's do this a short stream here. Clearly, you're going through a lot, and I think maybe you need
I
more
can't
time.
think.
Yeah. So this,
No.
listen, I always say this. Yeah, your health comes first, no matter what, no matter how much you want to do streams.
No.
We are here
No.
for you. I'm here for you. Manny's here for you. We got a great, community. But I've known you for years now, Stephen, and I can tell you shouldn't be doing a stream right now. Like, it's okay. You've had a very emotional week in terms of your own health and your cat. It's okay to take a break, rest, you know, remember the good memories you had with your cat, focus on getting stronger, and then do content. I don't know if you agree with me, man.
Completely agree. And, sometimes after a bereavement, as you said, a pet's like a family member. You will need to take some time off to cool down and reflect on everything. And I think Sait's just nailed it. Your health and your mental state, they're the most important things.
Anyway, I started it now, so I'm finishing it.
Yeah, let's do a quick one here. Let's go to player
Let it be
rating.
quick. Let it be quick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we don't
mean,
have
I
to go
did get to
through
see a
long.
lot of the game anyway, and people already know my opinions on the manager and what he's doing so far. I don't like it when people are dragging stuff up from the past to smack him over the head with. Yes, he's done this. Yes, he has done that. Get over it. You can't change it. He's still here. Right? Yes, we learn from it, and I think he has learned from it. Hence why the mentality at Arsenal is so strong right now. So, give it a rest. Honestly, anyone that's criticising him, or Edu, or Vinay, and I never thought I'd say this, right? Even that garlic fella, I don't even know his name, but all four of them, with Arteta, have quite easily helped, have picked the right signings for what we need so far, right? Now they're talking about spending on a different type of player in January, so we have to take their word for it, right? Because let's be fair, they've got what it's not everything that we needed, but we've got a lot of players that quite easily have that they've performed magnificently in some. I don't even think Edu and Vinay or Garlic when they were bringing these players in. I don't even think they were thinking that we were getting in top four. Or near the title. Sorry, I don't think they would. So to be 15 games in a title race, and I'm using quotes, right? I'm not saying it myself, right? And you're sitting there and bitching. Give the bitching a rest. I couldn't give a shit. Like, just back the effing team. Back the team for once. Jesus Christ. You know? I just don't get it. It's like you're trying to find something wrong. Surely your ambition is to make sure that, like, to walk in and think, We don't need anything because we've got everything we need right now.
Yeah.
Agreed. It's. I'll just say my piece, and I'll have to leave. It's one thing to, be constructive in your criticism and say we want the team to do better, but to bring up things from the past at a time when, the team really needs to focus on the present is silly. It's just pot stirring. We don't need that. I mean, I can talk for an eternity about the Aubameyang situation and how Arteta's tactical nous was found wanting in his first 2 seasons. And Sait agrees with me that, we both wanted him sacked at the end of a season where he failed to produce. But now he's here and we have to sort of back him. But we can be constructive in our criticism without dredging up things from the past. Now's not the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still not convinced by Arteta, but I'm willing to give him his chance this season, and I will celebrate if we succeed, and I will congratulate him and the team for their performances. And we don't need pot stirring right now. Anyway, boys, I'm going to have to leave. Stephen, let me just say right now, I always enjoy coming on with you, and give yourself a rest. Take care of yourself and be good to yourself no matter what, okay? Sometimes things happen the way they do. I'm learning tact and I have to be good to myself, and I think you should too. I hope you accept that. Your Majesty, I will see you later. A biento.
100%, man. Take care, my friend. Always a pleasure.
Cheers, boys.
He wishes you Majesty.
So, Stephen, I think that was a good time to move on to player rating.
Yes, I think that's a perfect opportunity.
Yeah.
By the way, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. The other shirt 10, they usually perk up late in the evening, so I'll see how I feel. But
if I'm you, I would postpone it, man. On my honest opinion,
no,
you clearly need rest.
Anyway, we'll cross that bar when it gets to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm going to start with the play ratings. What I'm going to do is go back to where we were before. Arsenal play ratings. Right. There you go. Got it. Where's my mouse? There it is. Right. There we go. There we go. Sorry about the wait, but there you go. We're here now.
No.
We're here. So, to avoid all the adverts. Right. Ramsdale.
Give him a 7. He had a good game. Yeah. He wasn't amazing, but he had a good game.
Yeah. For me, 7 would be fair. Didn't have to do much, to be fair, did he?
Yeah, exactly.
He
didn't have to do too much.
Next, I'll go with the Prosecco, which will be for the player ratings.
Ben White.
Yeah. It should.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just wondering about what. Yeah. For me, yeah. So like you said, Ramsdale is a 7. I'm gonna say, for me, Tommy.
Ben White played. Tommy actually came on in second line.
Right, so that's That's that there. So Ben. So we'll go right to left side. Ben White.
Yeah. I think Benoit had a good game as well. He was quite attacking yesterday and solid in defense. He's having a good season at right back, so I'll give him a 7 as well.
Okay. So what's our rating?
Oh, there he is.
Right. Where is he?
He's close to Granit Xhaka after Matt Turner.
Ah, yeah, I see him. He's 7. Did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go with that. Gabriel.
Gabriel again. Finally, again
Six.
he didn't make any mistakes this game. I don't think. I think this game, except holding, I don't think the back line were poor. I think they were probably the best of our whole game, the back line, except holding. So
Yeah.
I think I don't mind 6 or 7 to Gabriel. I think it's
Yeah.
okay.
I'll go 7 with Ben White. Gabriel would have to be a 7 as well.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
So let me have a look with Gabriel. Would have to be a 7 as well. Oh, hang on a sec. Hang on a sec. Two seconds.
No worries, no worries. Even if just received a call, but he will be with us
Right.
soon.
Yeah, it's just to make sure that my refraxamine and my the drugs that stop me slowing down like this.
Yeah.
So make sure I've taken them. I did before I started this stream. But yeah, that's Gabriel Holding.
Oh, Holding had a terrible game.
No. When
Gotta
is
give
this
him a
guy
5.
leaving? When is this guy
It was
leaving?
a bit embarrassing actually.
Why was it a bit embarrassing?
Some of the things that he was doing on the field. I just feel like with Rob Holding, yeah, unless it's a game where it's a back 5 low block where he just needs to block and head, he doesn't offer a lot. And I think we are reaching a stage where I would definitely sell him.
Think about replacing him. Yeah, replacing him.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Holding again. So 5?
Yeah.
Actually, no, that's a 3 there. So 4. 5 is bang average.
Yeah, I think Gabriel, you said 7.
Oh yeah, I think I did. So I'll up that. See, glad you're with us.
Yeah. Okay, you know
So,
that.
yeah, I'm gonna go with Tierney. I said it on the Insta and the Twitter links. I said the Arsenal redemption.
Yeah.
I think that was a really good redemption night for for Tierney. He knows he ain't performing well. He knows he's got Tomiyasu, who's a right back, starting ahead of him. And yes, I know it's only Zurich, but I still believe this guy's got bags of potential.
Of course. Listen, Kane Tierney is a quality player. He's a quality left back. And he's had a tough season. He's had some games where he's been good. He has some games where he's not been good. But this was an excellent performance from him. For me, he was my man of the match. And I'm happy for him. Because
exactly. And
one thing with Tierney is that...
I don't want to be right. I want to be wrong.
Yeah. And also, we want competition. We don't want like last year when you're afraid if Tierney can't play, you have to play Nuno Tavares. We don't want that situation.
No.
Now we've got options.
And you know what? If you were giving him man respect, if you don't take him, like that we did with Socks.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'll give him a 7. Or an 8 actually, sorry. I think he did his utmost to try and save as many as possible. But when you've got a G, and this is the problem when you have like the NHS with like, you just had a massive attack like that, and they're asking you if they can't pick up the phone, they're asking you to leave a message on their file. Right, and I was like, did you want to see my file? It's freaking huge. Right, so we were like, oh, just call us then. And I thought so. Right, NHS is brilliant when it works. When it works.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. When it works.
But yeah. Who was next after Baku, wasn't it? Baku or Canada?
And then
Right. I think it's no, I do think it was Canada. I do believe.
who?
I do believe it was Canada. Yeah. 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 So Tierney, I think Tierney for me is man of the match, to be fair.
Yeah, I gave him man of the match. Tierney.
Yeah. Sorry, just we'll get there. Don't worry, we'll get there, guys. I know this ain't been one of my vintage streams, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
He's in between Smith Rowe and Tomiyasu. Left.
Oh, I see him.
Under one of the goalkeepers.
I see him. Right.
She's giving
so that's him done. Into the
man of
midfield,
the
Granit
match.
Xhaka.
Huh?
Granit Xhaka.
He didn't play.
Did he play?
No.
My bad.
So midfield was El Neni,
It was
Vieira.
Lokonga and Vieira, wasn't it? So
Yeah.
he started El Neni then on his day,
Yeah.
on his return back to the first team. What did you make of it?
Yeah, I think for him playing his first minutes, he didn't play anything in the under 21. He was the only one in midfield that I felt had a good game. He's the only one who can lead that game and be happy with his performance. So fair play to El Neni. He had a good game. And unfortunately, I have to say this, yeah. I do think that we do get more from El Neni than we are getting from Lokonga. And this is not me trying to put Lokonga under the bus or be serious. Yeah, don't fall
I understand what you're saying, mate. I totally get it. For me, it was nice to see him back on his return doing well. So, yeah, 7 for me would have been fair.
Yeah.
So, El Nini, again, just gets his box standard 7.
Yeah.
That he's renowned for these days. Let's go with Waterloo.
Family.
Oh no, Samuel Congo. Yeah, he was the last one, wasn't he? Samuel Congo.
Yeah.
No, I've been to the beaches there. It's mad.
I think Lokonga had an average game. I think first half he was struggling. In the second half he was better. But these are the games where he needs to dominate.
He needs to perform in the whole game.
Like, these are the games where you want. I mean, the thing that's a bit annoying with Lokonga is that he was better last season than this season. Like when he first joined us, he looked very lively and he kind of reminded me a lot about Guendouzi. He was brave on the balls, he was taking passes, he wasn't hiding, but he seems to struggle with confidence right now. So I think it was an average performance, a 5.
5.
Yeah.
I would have probably given him a 6, to be fair.
Yeah, 6 is fair. Yeah, he did have a stronger second half. I'll give him a 6.
Because I do feel like, despite his problem at the home,
Yeah.
So let me think. So Granit Xhaka got... No, not Granit Xhaka. What am I saying?
Sam
Vieira,
Lokonga 6.
the
Yeah, and then, yeah,
Right, the Conga, then Xhaka. Right, I got
then Vieira.
then Vieira.
Yeah, so Lokonga is beside the goalkeeper. He's just over Turner.
Yeah. So the Conga 6. And then
I think Vieira. What did you make of him?
the job they usually does. Right. Nothing was like extra special fine. Right, for example. But yeah, 7 for me because of how good he was.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
in fact, actually, the pasta made it look more like macaroni and cheese with lobster. First.
Mm. Yeah, let's do the players quickly.
No,
It seems like
no,
you're turning up.
we're nearly there now. So we're nearly there. So look, on the left it was
Nelson.
Nelson. Andy's right to play in this game. To be fair.
What?
Andy's right to play in that game, but
Yeah, I think he played on the right, so I think Eddie played on the left.
so yeah.
Yeah. I think Eddie 5.
Not sure if he could play him.
He should have. He should have scored. He worked hard. He was pressing.
Exactly. He did everything
Just
he
lacked
needed.
quality right now.
He did everything he needed. Big up everyone that is watching. And do
Yeah.
hit the like and share button. Really would help me, the channel, and YouTube. Live this. Sorry. He did his job right for the occasion, so that's why I'm giving him that, and not so much for others.
Yeah.
But Saka.
Pick up. Saka didn't. He came in second half, so let's go with Jesus first. I think Jesus again did.
Jesus, 85,
Yeah, he should have scored. He missed a very good opportunity. He he's good. You can tell that Jesus is good, but he should have scored really.
So yeah, right. So in terms of the
Nelson last
predictions,
one.
that would be right. Trying to think what we did now. So let me just get back to the Arsenal game. Right. Sorry. We're nearly there. Nearly there.
Yeah.
Oh, where's this mouse got to? God's sake. So the Kong Elneny Vieira from was the 7th, didn't we say?
Vieira 6.
6. Okay.
Yeah.
6. Yeah, like I said, I didn't see much of the game, so I'll go along with it.
Yeah.
And then I've got Nketiah on the right, Nelson on the right, who we did.
Yeah.
I think he had a decent game.
Yeah. I think
So
he
I'll
did.
give him a 7.
Yeah.
I'll give Nketiah 5.
Yeah.
It's just not performing, right? And people still believe in this guy. Seriously.
I'm struggling to.
And you got something
Struggling
like
to
that
defend it.
happens. Yeah, you can all let it go again. So, done them two. Then we just need the striker then, Jesus.
Yeah.
Were you surprised that he started with Jesus?
No, not really. I think he thought that he needed a goal for his confidence. I think that's why he started him. And I think more than anything, he needed to rest Martinelli. Martinelli's been playing a lot in the Europa League lately. And obviously, he was never going to start with Saka, so
Yeah.
we didn't really have much options. We needed a win. As you can see, a draw would not have been enough. So I understand why I didn't start with Marquinhos.
Yes, he would get Nketiah a 4. No, to be fair, I'll give him a 5 for this one.
Yeah, you said Nketiah 5. I think you said Jesus 5 as well.
So that's all them done. It's just the subs now. 4
Yeah.
substitutes.
Yeah.
Thomas Partey. Were you surprised he brought him
on? No, because we lost the control of midfield, and obviously El Neni is just back from injury, and Chaka was suspended.
You might want to tell Luca now.
Yeah, so no, I don't know what he should have done, because if he didn't play Partey and Neni in his first game, he can't play in 90 minutes. So.
There's a recipe for disaster if we didn't play him.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, so for me, Thomas Partey would get 6.
Yeah, I think he came in, he was good.
And I think most of it was based on the actual player ability.
Yeah,
Rather
yeah,
than
yeah.
just
I
what he
agree.
did on the night.
Yeah,
And you got to admit, so far, halfway through the season, his playing career has turned to shit.
yeah,
As you can tell, I'm not with it, so
yeah,
if you can't tell, then sorry. I won't be doing the prediction stream. I'll do it first thing tomorrow morning.
yeah, man. And
So
don't worry, like on
everyone,
my stream, I got people coming on, so rest, man. Don't worry.
yeah. So if anyone free for 3 p.m., do let us know, and we'll get your predictions. I
Yeah,
do try and reveal on the review show, but what I might do is review
yeah,
last week's on the on that show. Just a thought. Yeah. So what? Vieira 6-4-5, didn't we? Six. Where's Vieira? The Portuguese Luca. Oh, what do they call him? He is Portuguese Luca.
yeah. And I think the only one left is the manager. Then we're done.
I don't think so. I think we
Oh yeah, Saka came on.
Saka.
Saka, I think I give him a 5, a standard 5. He wasn't bad, but he
Mm,
didn't do anything special either. Just stabilized the game.
exactly.
I think Tomiyasu also, he didn't play that long. I would give him a standard 5 as well. Can't say Saka, Tomiyasu, and Cedric had to come on in the
Yeah.
last
So
minute. All right.
right, so 78 for I'd say for him.
Yeah. I have
And
to
then
leave very
English.
soon.
I'll get you on the next round. Probably.
Mm. Um,
Mm.
a lot
Then
on. I think last one is the manager. I will give the manager a 7. I think he did play the right team and he did try to influence the game with his substitution. He just weren't amazing. I think I'll give him a 7 instead. And big up Miss Mel as well in the chat. I hope your dad is getting much better. I hope despite the incident that you had a good trip in the UK and that you enjoyed watching Arsenal live. And I hope the next time you come, I'll get the chance to beat you as well. But yeah, Stephen, I think we should end the stream now. We're really struggling, and I don't like to see you like this, man. Don't force it. You need to rest. Stephen.
Yeah. Sorry. My bad. My bad.
Yeah, I think you need to rest, man. We can end the stream now. We've gone through the
Yeah.
players.
Manager
It's better.
quickly.
Yeah, manager, I'll give him a 7. I think he put the
7,
right
yeah.
team out. We won. He made changes, tried to impact the game. I think 7 is fair.
Plate's the favourite for me.
Yeah, but everyone, make sure you do subscribe to SFeatleyTV. If you can be a member, it would help a lot. We do appreciate it. Everything, as you know, goes to the children's liver charity, and obviously that's why Steven is doing this. So if you can help out, it means a lot. If you can like and share as well, it's very important.
Yeah.
And it
Right,
helps to
so
the
those
algorithm.
are my play ratings for that game. Big up
Yeah,
Nismo in the chat as well.
yeah, big up Ismail. And big up.
Yeah, so the straw's been, he has been a bit of a struggle. I won't be doing the prediction show later on.
Nah,
So,
man, you have to rest.
the people that have got the links for that show, do give us a watch.
Yeah.
It will not be at 7:50. It will be at no, apart from there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, for
No
me,
worries.
yeah. But moving forward to knockout round,
Yeah.
don't have to worry about Man United.
Yeah.
So for a while, yeah.
Yeah. Well, big up everyone. Thank you for tuning in today. I think we will end the stream
Mate,
there.
you said, yeah,
Steven,
yeah.
try and end the stream now. I can't
Yeah,
barely hear
sorry.
you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, I'll go end it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, make sure
Big
you
up.
do hit the like, subscribe, say thanks for the help. It's been
No worries. Don't
really
worry about
helpful.
it.
If I do get an opportunity, I'll come on yours.
Nah, man, rest. Don't worry about it. I'll
Well,
be
send
fine.
us the link and if you feel up to it,
Yeah.
I'll do it. Alright?
Alright, man. I gotta run.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, thanks for everyone having us on.
Cheers.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Yeah, like he said, I'm going to end it there. Make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon. Take care. Sorry about the drowsiness. But yeah, Thanks for tuning in as always.